Okay, everyone met Cindy. Cindy's like the neighborhood chef. Every neighborhood needs a woman like her. She bakes and she bakes stuff and makes food for people, and she'll make so much, and then she'll put it all together and bring it around to the residents. You know, such an angel. Okay, so where were we? I think I was gonna tell you about the meters here. Now these are milliamp meters, and I think tube amps should have milliamp meters rather than VU meters. Kind of like this one down here, but we'll get to that one in another video because I think VU meters on a tube amp are practically useless because you need to know what your tube is doing, and that's what these here do in real time. Okay, and so just a little bit about this amp and how it got this way, and people are wondering, what is all this stuff? You know, there's copper wire wrapped around the driver tubes, and I didn't mess with the power tubes because I think what I did was I just ran out of wire, you know, but I had to fashion up a kind of a little something to keep because it used to have some cats, and cats get kind of nosy, want to touch everything. And so what's on here, these are uh, fans for your video card from a computer. And so what I did was um, those gauges in the back that are sitting on top of the fan, those are temperature gauges. And I've got a temperature sensor uh, sitting on top of each of the transformer, well, the output transformers on the bottom. And that one there, that's the power transformer. It also has a fan and a temperature gauge on it. And right now, it's, you know, um, the temperature on it's pretty fair. Now, they have gone up to like 120 degrees because, see, let me back up here. They're in this cabinet, and you can see back there, I've got some fans. And those fans are uh, taking the heat out of this cabinet here. I'll have to back up so you can see the rest of this cabinet. And in this cabinet are all my tube amps. And so that one there, now this is the tube preamp made by Little Bear, which is made by Knob Sound. That's, but that's Chinese stuff, you know. And the power tube back there is a 6N5P, and I'm not sure what the smaller ones are. I think they're six. Well, they're something 6Cs or 6N something. They may even be 4N or 5N. I forget. But anyway, yeah. The little decoration you see, like I said before, that's my little snake oil. You know, it's supposed to interrupt radio frequencies. Yeah, and some of these tube magazines, you'll see they have these little rubber rings that goes around the tubes, and I think those are for microphonics. They say. Um, I don't see how you would even benefit from those things in a home tube amplifier. Maybe a guitar amp, yes, because it's dealing with a lot of vibrations. But in for home use, I don't see how that even works. So that's my little bit of snake oil. Okay, and I also did the same thing for the now that's the phono amp. It's a silk which is now some may know that this is a Yakin MS 23, uh, well 23, and it says SE. Now Silk is a company that takes, you know, amps from other companies and they modify it. So what Silk did was they took out the filter caps and put their own uh, filter caps in them. You know, supposedly they're supposed to be a little better, you know, but I couldn't really tell the difference. You know, I just couldn't. But back here, up here, up top to the 208, I've had this amp for going on. When did I get this thing? Back in 20. I got this in 2016. Yeah, and only had it serviced once. Um, it blew the fuse and had to have the fuse replaced, and the guy did something else to it also. I think he replaced the capacitor, but it's been a pretty nice amp, and I'm surprised no one else has even talked about these things. You know, I mean, it's nothing top of the line, you know, but like I said, in its original state, it's not a good looking amp at all. Okay. And what you see here, that's, you know, that's all my nonsense. But it's functional nonsense. So I get to see what my tubes are doing. Right now at 25 milliamps or so, that's kind of on the low end. I think these 7591 tubes are good for like 40, I think 45 milliamps, you know, tops, that is. You know, could be wrong, but that's what I've got them set at right now. And so, you know what? Instead of me talking it, let me let you hear what it even sounds like. Okay. Now it's connected to my phone at the moment. Um, I'm waiting on the Pink Floyd White Album, and you'll get to listen to that on the turntable. So I'll do another video on that and tell you a little bit how I come to own the Sony, and what I've done to it. But right now, let's listen to a little bit of Toby. Let me turn it up here a little bit.
Stumble on my words of temper. Don't ask me twice. You're right. I had a few. Tossing and turning at 4 a.m. Sleepless nights. You're right. I had a few. So many pictures run through my mind all the time. You're right. I thought of you. Mm. 3 a.m. I'm drunk texting, talking reckless, fun flexing. Love letters on Park Benji. Oh, you know you got a wrong message. Oh, you know you got a wrong message. 3 a.m. I'm drunk texting, talking reckless, fun flexing. Love letters on Park Benji. Oh, you know you got a wrong message. Oh, you know you got a wrong message. Oh, I feel something. I had a few. Oh, baby, you got my mind on. Oh, I feel something. Yeah, right. I had a few. Look, is there any things I deep inside. For life, I had a few.